Hello, guys. I am so happy to be with you today live. Oh my God. We are here on a Sunday, and one of the things or the most important reason on why I'm here is if you've been feeling stuck and if you feel this pull inside of you, if you've been noticing that you are inquiring within yourself of what am I doing? What do I do next? What is it I really want? Who am I? And there's a part in you that feels unsettled or not even happy, then this video is for you, especially if you're a woman over the age of 40 who is just feeling like hormones are happening, midlife transitions are happening, desires for career change, questioning of self, all the things. And what message came through that I really want to share with you today is you're exactly where you're supposed to be, that you are exactly on time. And this video in particular found you for a reason. And this is what I want you to know. Before there is a next level, there is always a space that is really uncomfortable. Before we upgrade, before the ascension, before the big transformation, there is a lot of quandary. There's a lot of in between. And what I want you to do, there are specific things that are going to highly support you. So one, I need you to tell yourself a new story. See, often when we feel stuck and when we're confused on what we want, we will tell ourselves over and over again, I don't know what I want. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want. I feel stuck. When in reality, what you're doing is your mind is nothing more than, I want you to think of your mind as Google or even ChatGPT. ChatGPT only knows you the way that you program it to know you. That is what your mind is, i.e. the ego. That's it. It only knows what you have taught it, which is amazing, because if you've given it a set of programs that piss you off now and are not what you want, you have the full power to change it. But you also must know that it's not going to happen overnight, because you've been giving it programs that really tether themselves to a set of beliefs and identities that have been perpetuated over 10, 20, 30 years. So now we need to undo them. So what do you want to do if you want to undo something? Just think, if you were just starting, let's just say you were just starting on YouTube, are you only going to post once and expect that you're going to get to 1 million subs? No, you're going to be like, the more that I post, the better I'm going to get, the more I'm going to believe it, the more confidence I'm going to have, and the more the more I'm going to grow, right? You're the same. So we can't just like you can't go and do a workout one time, you need to do it daily. You need to impress upon the mind over and over. This is who I am. This is what I want. This is what I believe. Therefore, that's what you will achieve. So step one in getting out of being stuck is telling yourself, I know who I am and I know what I want, and not giving yourself a program that you're stuck, or else you will stay stuck, because your mind is taking it as a direct program. So the mind will extract and magnetize to you more supporting evidence for the belief that you have that you're stuck. So it would make sense that if you're saying, I know who I am and I know what I want, that your mind is going to start to focus. She knows what she wants, and it's going to start bringing it in. Even if you're telling yourself, I don't really know, on a subconscious plane, you know, right? You do know. Your higher self knows. And it will start to magnetize to you based off of that. That's step one. Step two, understand that the identity that you believe you are is what you are creating and having in your 3D reality. So in order for you to have a different experience out here, change your inner conversations, i.e. the way you talk to yourself. What you believe you are, your self-image, your self-concept, your self-identity is directly aligned and proportionate to what you believe you're deserving and worthy of having. Therefore, if you don't really love yourself, and then you actually won't believe that good things can come in, and therefore money abundance wants to come where it can grow. It wants to come where there's joy. It wants to come where it's known and where it's expected, right? So we need to shift into, we need to shift to expand your container to receive is what I really want to say. Many women block it. How do they block their container to receive? What am I even talking about? By doing things like constantly saying you're sorry, by deflecting compliments and going, oh my God, Melissa, you look so pretty. No, I don't. Oh my God, I gained like 5 pounds and like, I feel so crap, but thank you. You look amazing. Deflection, you literally cut off your supply to receive. Someone gets you a coffee. Oh my God, I will Venmo you. Like you're acting like they just gave you a set of like Cartier diamond like necklace, and you're like, oh my God, that was so thoughtful. Oh my God, what can I do? I'll get you next time. Should I Venmo you? I'll get lunch. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's like over the top with the thank yous and the appreciation. It doesn't. Did you ever have that where you get something for somebody and they're so over the top that you're like, it becomes uncomfortable because you're like, it's not that big. Like I just got you lunch. Like I'm now feeling uncomfortable. Like there wasn't like it's okay. It was a sandwich, you know? So really look at where you deflect compliments, where you always say you're sorry, and where you're uncomfortable receiving compliments, gifts, a cup of coffee, and where you insist that you must match it or do better than it, which means you're actually pushing abundance away. You're pushing away, and that stems from a lack of self-worth, okay? So the next in really removing stuck energy is putting yourself in a space where you get out of your head and you get into your body. And what that means that I'm connecting to is movement. Women underestimate the power of moving your body to move your energy. And they rely so much, especially in self-development and self-growth, on let me think my way out of it. And I always say you can't outthink yourself of a negative state. So they're like, oh, well, I'm just going to sit more. I'm going to read more. I'm going to journal more. I'm going to pray. I love prayer. I love meditation. But if it's not working and you're still in the funk, get and move your energy. What does movement do for energy? 1, it opens up your channel to divine consciousness. 2, it gets you aligned to higher thinking that's outside of the faculties of the mind. Remember, the mind is only filled with what you have taught it. We want to go above that. That's why we surround ourselves in masterminds and with people that are more successful than us, because they think ahead of us. So they can see what we can't see because we're only limited by our view, right? Your perception is your reality. As Dr. Joe Dispenza says, your personality is your personal reality. So what you see, so what movement does is it opens you to divine channels. It opens you to higher consciousness. It gets you out of your mind and into your body, and it's moving out the stuck energy so that you can receive higher levels of consciousness, new awarenesses, and actually remove any negativity or things from past consciousness that are stored in the body. This is why movement is always a core principle that I will teach. The next is look at areas of your life where you are actually stuck. Look at areas of your life that you're not moving forward. And the easiest way to do this, look on your to-do list. What is on your to-do list on repeat? Is it, I always need to lose 10 pounds? Is it, I'm going to declutter my house? Is it, I've got to get my finances up? Oh, I need to open that high yield savings account. I really need to learn about investing. I've got to get rid of that pile of clothes that either need to be like donated or, you know, we need to bring them to the dry cleaners, or like wherever you have things that just keep on repeat that actually aren't moving forward, then they're stuck energy, they're energy leaks, and they're perpetuating an identity that you don't want as a woman that doesn't move forward. What you are sending the message is, I actually don't take action. I stay the same, right? Remember, if you're looking at dating somebody, for instance, right? All my single ladies, what's up? You look at what a person does over what they say. So we can all talk a big game, but you look at what a person does over what they say, right? Their actions speak volumes. So if you're like, oh my God, I'm stuck, and then you've got a laundry list and you're never moving anything forward, then of course, very little is going to change in your life because you're actually not moving things forward. So you are a being of energy. And energy begets energy. Momentum begets momentum. When you stay stuck in one space, you stay stuck. So I say this to you because I really, really, really want you to understand the power in this. And when you start checking things off your list and you start moving, you're going to notice a lot of energy is going to clear and new things are going to be able to come in. Remember, the universe abhors a vacuum. So when you create space, it will fill it with what you want, right? It will fill it with what you want. So what is the next piece on removing, getting out of feeling stuck? Is also noticing not only moving stuck energy and energy leaks, which I'm happy to talk about more in another video, and it's actually taking action, but it's also understanding that when we're wanting to move stuck energy, it's about not only taking action, but getting clear on what is going to move me forward. So make a list of what are the things that have been standing in the way and what needs to happen this week to move you forward, to make you feel really proud. If you're going to meet you on Friday, on Sunday, what needs to happen this week where you're like, I'm so proud of myself? Make a list of those things. Don't make it 100 to-do list. What are those things? Is it every day I got my 10,000 steps? I made those phone calls I wasn't wanting to make. I took those things off my to-do list. Those, once you understand that, then you're going to take that list and you're going to put it into slot Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that come Sunday, you're like, I nailed it. When you do that, what it does is it builds your self-trust, it increases your confidence, and it increases momentum for you to do even more. And then you start to believe, wow, I can hold more, which means I can do more because I'm actually moving through things. And the more that you do that, you do this for 30 days, I promise you, you will be moving and shaking and have the clarity, and you will not be singing the song of I'm stuck. You will be clear. Last is clarity. So I want you to actually sit and ask yourself this simple question. If any and all things are possible, what would I love? If any and all things are possible, what would I love with my health? If anything and all things are possible, what would I love to do for my career, my purpose? If anything and all things are possible, what would I love in my relationships? Do this for spirituality, relationships, money, career, health, body, any other categories. Those are like the main 5. Any other categories that you want. If any and all things are possible with me as a mom, if anything and all things are possible with me as a grandmother, if anything and all things are possible with me and whatever, get clear. And then that's going to give you the clarity. And if you're still going, okay, well, and many will go, well, Melissa, like that's not realistic. I want you to take realistic out. I would just want to know what you really want. Take all the limitations, all the, you can't do this and you can't do that and you're this age and you're that and my parents and blah, blah. I don't care about your old stories. We're removing those. And next, what I want you to know, and if you want my help with this, we're actually doing my identity workshop is back, baby, on popular demand. And I'm doing it this Saturday. You can register. It is a paid workshop. It's 3 hours. I take you through an extensive process. At the end of it, if you're sitting there and you're like, I want to be guided through this, I want to be in the space, and we're doing an activation around it, and I am an intuitive, I bring all of this in, but it's in a beautiful process because I always say you don't need another strategy. It's about shifting your identity and who you be in order to we want to take manifesting out in order for you to have your dreams and achieve big things in a short period of time. It's about you and your identity. The link is below, or comment identity, and I will make sure that link gets sent to you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video. Next is clarity. So once you do, right, and we already did the first piece of clarity, what would I love? If you're sitting there and you're like, I'm just at a loss, always know that another great, on the flip side, you're going to create the what do I know I don't want? A year from now, what do I know that I don't want? And right there, you have a 5-step framework to get you out of being stuck into action, into very clear alignment with what you want and who you want to be. And join me for my identity shift workshop, where we're going to get very clear on the exact woman that you want to be, that already lives inside of you, how to be her, own her, and have the life of your dreams. And we're going to get clear on all of that and go through the exact process. You will get the workbook. We will do an energy activation and so much more in this 3 hours this Saturday. I can't wait to be with you. Comment identity, DM me, whatever, and we will make sure the link gets to you. All right, I love you guys. Have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.